Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So I'm with Albus, and today for me this is Easter weekend. It's Saturday, so tomorrow is officially Easter. I'm out in the garden. It's super nice. It's overcast, maybe partly sunny. I think the sun is coming out. It's going to be like the low 80s. There's a breeze, so it feels absolutely fantastic. But today is going to be a lot about some tropicals and my containers. I'm going to prepare those because next week my petunias come. So let me show you what I got from the Amish farm. Okay, I'm going to move these over here so you can get a good look. So I have, this is really cool. I think this is what everybody's been talking about. So this is a Mangave. It's a crossbred between a Manfreda and an agave plant, and this is, how fitting because I'm a hairstylist, this is called Bad Hair Day, and I'm super excited about that. So this is going to be like the statement piece. I don't know if you watch Wise Guy, but he has the most beautiful like succulent planter box, and obviously I'm in Zone 7, so I'm going to have to overwinterize them. So I'm going to have to either look for something like a nice ornate like metal urn or planter box. I'm going to see if I have one. If not, I'm just going to have to purchase one and then plant these up a little later. But I wanted to show you my purchase. And some of them don't have names, but most of them do. These are the more popular ones. This is called String of Pearls. It's really super cool. Really pretty. Kind of looks like peas, but this is a Senecio rallianus. Fleshy trailing plant has slender stems with round green leaves that look like string of pearls. Ideal accent for hanging baskets in bright light areas. So yeah, I'm definitely going to put this in full sun. I think I want it on my, I'll show you where I'm going to put it, on a little, something like this, like a table, accent table in front of my sectional outside. Okay, let's see, this is, it's called Under the Sea Gumdrops Mix. It's a succulent combo. This likes full sun, height 3 to 36 inches, space 6 to 24. It's just a succulents offer a wide variety of sizes, shapes, and colors. Just makes a breathtaking potted specimen. Care does best in light, well-drained soil. So yeah, these do not like a lot of water, so I have to keep that in mind when we're going to get some rain. If we get a lot at one time, I think they like to be kind of dried out. So that didn't really have a name. It just said Under the Sea's Gumdrops Mix, and it kind of does remind me of something. If it was under the sea, it reminds me of coral. Right, like this one is called Coral Reef Mix. It's just a succulent combo, full sun. And it says the same thing, 3 to 36, spacing 6 to 24 inches. But this one's really cool too. Let me move it down just a little bit so you can kind of see too as we go. We have this one. This is called Tide Pool Mix, succulent, full sun, 3 to 36 height, the space 6 to 24, and it just says the same thing. It offers a wide variety of sizes, shapes, and colors. This one's really cool too. And these are really easy to propagate. You can literally like break this off, stick it in dirt, and it will go. These are one of the easiest, they're kind of like cacti, one of the easiest plants to grow. Very low maintenance. This is Silver String of Hearts. And this is a low maintenance succulent. It's heat and drought tolerant. Excellent accent for mixed containers and hanging baskets. Requires good drainage, water thoroughly, only when soil feels dry to the touch. Overwinter inside in cold climates. Prefer bright and direct sunlight. Trails. Isn't that cool? Super cool. He's big. Go to this one. This is another Tide Pool Mix, 3 to 36, says the same thing. I'll show you that. Really cool. And then we have one more. This is, I think, one of my favorites because my favorite color is orange. This is Under the Seas Gumdrops Mix. And I just like it. So let me show you where I'm going to put this, and then, or put these, and then I'm going to try to find a container. If not, I will just wait, and then I'll plan it, and then I'll show you what I get, because I want it to be really nice and decorative. So once they're in there, I want to keep them in there for a while. I don't know. I reckon they bloom just like the Mangave, and they are considered monocarpic, I believe. And monocarpic means that once they flower, they die, unfortunately. So that's another cool little fact that I know about them. So let me go show you where I'm going to put them, and then we will I'm going to get my elephant ears out today, and my Sarracenia, my pitcher plant. I'm going to prune that back like I did last year. Go ahead and put that in the pond, and then I'm going to start preparing my containers. I have 1, 2, maybe 3 back here-ish, and then I have my window boxes out in the front. So, and then I'm going to do another container too that has my holly. Unfortunately, I'm not quite sure what happened. It died, but I'm going to put my canna lily in there and some petunias around there. So today, like I said, it's going to be super fun. So stick around. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Just walking down my deck with my sectional. But I thought about putting the things there, kind of in that order maybe. But a really nice container. I don't know if I want it to be round, gold, stone, or more rectangular like this. So what y'all think? Looks so cool. It goes well with the cushions, plus I think Albus likes some, and then we're going to get some pillows for this too. But see, this is a container that I'm going to prepare. I'm going to put my elephant in there this year, and then I have a container down there that I'm going to prepare, and then this is in the next video. I got my spirea, some more petalum, and so yeah, so let's go to the garage where my elephant ears are. All right, y'all, and here is my elephant ear. See, it's already putting out some new growth. It's ready to see the sunlight. It's been in my garage all winter. Even though I heard you do not really have to overwinterize these, I do anyway. And then we have my black ones. These are the Black Magic. They both overwinterize just perfectly. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these in my wheelbarrow that I have. Trim up some of these bad looking leaves right here, and go ahead and take them in the back. And then let me show you the Sarracenia. And here's my Sarracenia. So all these dead leaves, like the brown ones, I'm just gonna cut and maybe fertilize a little bit and put it in the pond, and it'll bounce right back. All right, so they're in the wheelbarrow. I trimmed them up. They look so good. I can't wait. This is going to go into the pond as a marginal. I did that last year, and they're already putting on new growth. And the last thing I need to do is just trim up the Sarracenia and flip that in the pond. All right, y'all, I got my wheelbarrow full of supplies. I have the Expert Gardener potting mix. I have soil acidifier, plant tone, biotone, my auger, my spade shovel, and some key-plated iron. So I guess the first thing we're going to do is let's trim back this Sarracenia right here. It needs a little bit of help. All right. So this is called Sarracenia, It's a pitcher plant, and they are, I'm not sure if they're completely carnivorous, but they do eat bugs, so they could be omnivorous, I'm not sure. A lot of these brown ones, they just pull out. And I think they can be a little intimidating, but they're super easy. Literally all I did last year was let it float, and it kind of takes care of itself. I didn't really have to feed it that much. I'll show you that. I have little pond tablets. And that kind of feeds them. This is gonna look like a severe prune job, but it will come back like last year. And this is just sitting in a little basket, and around here it's like it floats. So it's just sitting in a basket right here. I can pull it out. I'm not going to. There's an earthworm in there. Wow. And like I said, they can be intimidating, but they're super easy. All you have to do is just feed them, like in the beginning, like in the springtime, like right now. I'll show you that just in a few minutes. And then just kind of do a spring clean, you know, like a rejuvenation. Prune on it. I want to leave, some of these look bad still, but I want to try to leave as much green as I can. I will give it the energy into the roots, so I will put out some new growth. So let me throw all this away. And then let me go get the pond tablets to feed it. All right. Okay, here's what it looks like after I pruned it. A few little extra, but this one can go. But trust me, by probably the end of the month, beginning of May, it'll already have new growth. But this is what I use. It's called Thrive. It's a 10-14-8, and it's aquatic plant fertilizer. And just maximize blooms and beauty, ease application. I'll show you what they look like. I'm just going to give it one. That's what they look like, little tablets, like that. So all I do is I take my little tablet. Where did that one go? I'm going to do two. So I take my tablet and I'm going to turn it. And that's kind of like where the root ball is. So I'm going to stick it in there. So it's kind of covered, just like that. Stick it in on this side, kind of close to the root ball. And then I'm going to take some of my soil right here and pack that in really good. I'm going to pack this in tight as much as I can. I'm not sure if I gave it soil last year. And I'm trying to do it really tight. Go on this side. And this looks so puny. It's not because of the temperature really. It's just it needs sunlight from being in the winter, the garage, the whole, floating in my sink in the garage, the whole season, winter season. And this side. All right, and that is just the maintenance on the Sarracenia. Now, all I have to do is to let it float in the pond. So let's do that together. And that's all there is to it. All right, so y'all remember how it looks now. Remember this. It'll get huge. And then that, I don't know if you can see right there, that little bucket, that's where my water lily is. And in a couple days, they're going to come professionally clean the pond. So I'm going to do that while they're here, and I'll tell you a little bit about the pond maintenance. But next thing to pot is going to be the Black Magic water lily, elephant ear, and all it needs is some sunlight. That's why it's a little green. This one's starting to turn a little bit darker right here. Well, shoot. It's getting a little bit darker. And he goes in this pocket right here. But we're gonna put it in, well, I don't know. Could put some rocks on that and just sit him on that little ledge right there. So let me try that first, and then I'll show you when I get that in the pond. Okay, let me show you what I'm doing. So I just trimmed around my Black Magic elephant ear. I took off a layer of soil, and then I packed the soil in, and now I'm just covering it with a few rocks. That way, if because I don't want to get any like soil or like earth into the pond, so that's just going to kind of weigh it down, because the water, sometimes the soil, in the pot can be a little buoyant, and so I don't want it to float, or if it rains, I don't want the soil to come. So this is just going to be a protector of, and another thing we've been talking about a lot too is weeds too. I'm just covering the surface area, and plus too, these are really pretty rock. They're kind of grayish blue, and so it's going to kind of mask the pot, because I want it to really blend in, and so I want it to kind of look like the water. So I think that'll look really, really good. Just one more. This one, maybe this one. That. Maybe this one. Yeah. All right, and there we go. Albus. How are ya? I know! So that is what the top looks like. And now I'm just going to place it in that little pocket there. So when I do that, I will show you. All right, and there it is. I try to conceal the bucket as best as I could. So I topped it off with some rock that is around the pond. I took some of this sedum, stuck it in there, and even a little bit of moss. So hopefully that naturalizes really pretty, and I can't wait that to grow really big. It got super big. It filled in this pocket just beautifully last year, so I know it will do the same this year too. And I even even though they do not bloom, I did give them 2 tablets as well, just to see what it did. I don't think I did it last year, but I just want to see, because it does have high nitrogen, and so I think it will benefit it pretty well. So next is on the agenda is to plant that elephant ear. All right. So since I'm down here, let me go ahead and show you the cannas. Remember me planting those? We have a lot coming up so far. We have this one's coming up. This one's really taken off. Let's see here. That one hasn't come up yet. This one has not come up yet. This one has. There's one right there, and then there's one right here. So I'd say about half. We have 10. So the other ones will be shortly behind. Okay, so what do I need? We'll need some potting mix. The auger is for another thing. That is so we'll use some biotone and the garden soil, I believe, for my elephant ears up there. So I'm going to pack those up there, and I'll meet you up there. All right, here is the elephant ear, and like I said, it's already putting out some new growth, so it's ready to come outside. I think what I'm going to do, I'm probably going to remove maybe the first layer, probably about 3 or 4 inches of this. Take that out, put some biotone in there, put the elephant in there, and then top dress it with the potting mix. And then, so I'm going to move this couch down just a little bit. That way I have a little bit more area, but I will get all that on camera. This ought to be fun. Surely you did not root all in this thing, did you? I wonder if I need to go down there. I can just sweep this off. Lay her down. Wow. You want to see what it looks like? These are some very, very vigorous roots, very thick. There's like a little centipede or something in there. A lot of them. But yeah, I just wanted to break open that root ball because I amended this pot, and I wanted it to go really deep just because they can be top heavy, so I just want them to be able to root and not be able to tip over, because this will be heavy, so I don't think it'll be a problem. But I'm just going to put that root ball in there and then cover it back up with all of the potting mix. All right, y'all, and there it is. The only thing left to do is when the pink petunias, the bubblegums, come, I'm going to plant probably about maybe 3 in there. And yeah, it's going to be beautiful. That location, we have a big black pot that we're going to do a foxtail fern. We always get that every year. So the next one is this. I'm not going to really show you. I'm not going to scoop anything out. I'm just going to put some fresh on there, and then some petunias will go in there. And then, so I will show you this. These are, I think, Norway spruces. They are super soft, and they have put on a lot of growth this year. They are not actually in much soil. When I potted these up last year, I ran out of soil and just neglected to get to it. So I'm going to take it out because I'm sure the root ball is probably gonna probably about 6 inches of soil. I'm sure it will all come out at once. And then I'm just going to fill it up with the potting mix and then just put it on top. So I have 2 that are flanking this bench right here. So that's all I'm going to do with those. And then obviously I will hit this with probably, since they're probably kind of rooted and they're growing really good, I'll probably just hit them with plant tone. Yeah, because I don't think they need biotone in these pots. So here we go. Let's see if I was right. I'm just assuming it's going to all come out in one big thing. Huh? Not quite, but I did assume it was going to come out like that. Kind of all rooted. But there's some left over in here. That's cool. Sweet. Oh yeah, this is still actually really good. He was healthy, so they don't get deep. They must be very slow growers. I believe it's a Norway spruce. I could be wrong. I'm going to have to go back and look. Yeah. Okay, so let's put this in there. I'm just going to leave that, those leaves in there also, because I think it's good. Kind of like mulch. What is that? That doesn't look good. There's that. Work that in. Work it 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 in. And I'm going to put some around perimeter. From our friend. See, I'm going to use the Spelma Plant Tone. Work that all in. Yeah. I'm about to be super happy. Boom. You know what? I said I was going to keep this, but I'm not. Because now I'm thinking, how would petunias look around this? Leave down in the comments. Should I put some petunias around this? I'll leave a few. Work it into the new. Work it into the new. Work it, work it, work it. Maybe we'll plant it on top for the top. Work it into the root ball a little bit. Massage it in. That's probably too much. Yeah. And then just top dress it. That gave it a lot of height, so it looks a lot better in this area. You can kind of compare like this one to that one. I know it's a little bit of an angle, but it probably gave it extra a couple feet. And there definitely is room for some annuals. I'm gonna leave it up to y'all though. Petunias or no? I'm probably guessing y'all are going to say yes. Yeah, perfect. All right, so I'm just going to do this one, and I will show you that view kind of head on. So I'll be right back. All right, y'all, look how much better that is. Wow. So they're like tall, they don't have leaves in there, and I think I know what you're going to say in the comments. I think it would be a pretty accompaniment to put a little, maybe one each of the pink bubblegum petunias. That way we have like a little bit of cohesion and up here on the deck. So next we have this flaxseed lily, and as you can see, some of the soil has gone down about probably a couple inches. So I'm going to do the same thing. I want to see if I can remove all of the root ball, the soil in there, and then if not, I'm just going to lay it on top. But I'm just going to do the potting mix, plant tone, and then I'm going to put it up there in that little spot right there. So I will show you when I get done with that. All right, y'all, we beautiful flaxseed lily potted. Isn't it beautiful? She looks so much happy. Plus I've trimmed a lot of brown ones, so really the only thing I have to do is water it, and it's already kind of putting out some flowers for us. So that looks so pretty there. Beautiful. Okay, so last thing back here is the container right there, and I already have the soil right next to it. So I'll show you once that's all full. So basically all I'm going to do with this, I'm going to take the first inch out, probably about just the surface, and then I will put some plant tone in there, probably about to the inch from the thing. Then I'll put the plant tone in there, work it in, and then top dress it again. So it's just simple. Albus, you smell the plant tone? You just can't help yourself. Yeah, so there it is. It's ready for the petunias. All right, so we are finished out in the back. All of the containers are good. And so let's go do the two window boxes, and we'll do the urn where the holly was, and we're going to put a canna lily in that with petunias around that. So we're just anticipating the petunias. All right, y'all, so I'm in my front. Let me show you my window box. I'm so excited because now it is on irrigation, so the petunias shouldn't have to worry about them not getting enough water or drying out. So there's a weed in there. I'm going to pick that, and then I don't know, I'm going to see how the soil is. I might, like I have been doing, take all that out and then adding new, and then I'm going to add some more plant tone. And I have two, so let me show you the one up on the top, and then I will be doing that one as well. And we are working on the irrigation now, so that one will eventually soon have a drip line to that one too. And unfortunately, I'm not quite sure what happened with this holly. It's crispy on the other side, it's fine. The one over here is doing marvelous. So I'm not quite sure what happened with the other one. This one is not on drip, that one is. I'm not sure if it got too much water or what, but it's fine because I prefer annuals in this one anyway, because it's kind of one of the first things you see, and that was just kind of drab in my opinion. So I'm going to remove that, and as you can see right behind it, I already have a canna lily from last year that I overwinterized that is going to go in the middle, and around it, it will have the petunias. So, and the canna lily bloom color is orange, so it will get probably 5-6 feet tall, so it'll fill in that whole area, and then surrounding it will be the petunias, kind of like the color of our geranium. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll show you once I get done. All right, y'all. Well, whew, I don't know about you, but I am tired. So let me show you the front window box and the planter up here. So not much has really changed other than the amendment with the plant tone on there and the potting mix. They're on irrigation, and I'll probably put 3 bubblegum petunias in there. I can't wait to see them grow this year with the irrigation. I know they'll be fantastic. They'll be huge and probably even might spill over the window box. But let's show the urn. And here is the planter. Has the little cardinal in there. It's just a wooden red bird, but put the light back in there. That's also on irrigation, and have a pretty canna lily, and they're orange. And I have another, there's an eye over there. I'm not sure if you can see it there, and then another one. So there'll be 3 cannas that will come up, and I will encompass it with more super petunias. I have 32 coming, so I'll be looking forward to that in the next couple of videos probably. So I hope you learned a little bit today. I hope you learned how to do some containers, window boxes, planters. It's super easy. All I do is take maybe the surface layer out of those, put some fertilizer, and then refresh it with some new. So thank you for joining me today, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye, y'all.